There you are. There you are. I've been looking for you. How they say a that it's coming back. It's making a comeback. I keep hearing that everywhere. ATFers come out to play. I remember that was like it was like an old thing. And then when people would reference it, it was cool. It was like a if you know kind of thing. Um but then I feel like lately it's becoming like mainstream, like everybody's doing that. Um uh I bet if I do this, oh, it would probably help. Definitely seems like that would help. What the heck? Oh, that is not good news. That is not good news. Why did that happen? That is very weird. I'm gonna have to be very aware of that. It's the time of the season. Thank you for being here, ATFers. Thank you for spending a part of your day here. I'm out in the party. Thank you for making it a party. I hope your day is good. And if not, you know what? I've had good days that get better. So, just make it better, bro. Just make it better, bro. Why aren't you making your day better, bro? Just smile. You gotta smile more. You should smile more. I noticed. You don't smile enough. I feel like you don't smile enough. You gotta smile more. Interesting. I gotta figure that one out. Come on. Come on. Adam, Slipknot. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? You know where I'll be slinging. Man, I'm jealous, dude. I'm jealous. I don't know how you pulled that off, man. And I don't even remember correctly. I don't know if that's how you're paying the bills or what, but you out there slanging. It's crazy, man. Like, as much as you're out there slinging, I wish I could be out there just like, I don't know, man. Just shooting baskets. You know what I got obsessed with? I like playing croquet. I feel like I would enjoy playing golf if it was like a closed course and there wasn't people behind me trying to rush me. I feel like I would enjoy it. Richard, what's up, man? Meek Slays. Jeremy Merck, I had to pinch one off early for this. Oh, snap. I mean, you could have stayed. We'll go on that journey with you, bro. Fastest button in the South, so fast. In the South, far South. So fast I beat Camon to first in the oh, dang. Did you? Oh, I don't know, man. Camon's up there, bro. Or you just weren't saying nothing. What's going on here? We're getting competitive here. David Zimmerman. I do believe in Zimmerman. What's up? Dead Mike. Saludos, GMA Mines. We're here to receive them, bro. Lord Racer. Sipping on that Santa Fe sauce. Golf is fun. I feel like I would like it, man. I just don't want any people on the course, you know? The Cesar Chavez allegations are disturbing, bro. I saw that earlier. I was like, dang, them Southsiders are going to be rejoicing. Them Southsiders are gonna be talking papas, bro. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. Dudes all over the nation are gonna be taking their huelgas down, wrapping them up. Dude, they don't want to be affiliated. They don't want to be affiliated. But who knows? They might be trying to do them like they tried to do Bill Cosby, you know? I try to pay the bills with it, but only lost money. I get it, bro. MN has near highest amount of players per capita of it. Dang. I forgot what is MN? Minneapolis, Minnesota, Maine? Probably Maine, huh? I don't know. We are family. We are family. Cause I you got feel the same way about put. Is putt golf? How long you been on, fo? I just got on 6 minutes ago, bro. 6 minutes. YouTube recommends videos about thoughts I think about. Oh, snap. Were you thinking about me? Were you thinking about me? Heck yeah, bro. I've been trying to get some people to think about me more lately. It's working. What's up, Mona Kenny? Adam, I hate to break it to you that you were sacking today. Try again next time. Jane Coffee, I'm here and totally not late at all. Hey, are you finally not sick anymore? Can you just get better already? It's kind of bringing us down, you know. Could you not be sick anymore? It's kind of a bummer. JB Dollar was here. I got an email from Voto Studios. GM, I got an email from Voto Studios. I sent them a $25 donation toward your movie. Was that legit? Absolutely not. What? Hey, absolutely not. What you could do instead is just send me 50 so that you could actually support, and then I don't know. I don't overthink it. I'm trying to make sense of it now after the fact. But the extra 25 will somehow cover the mistake from earlier. But don't overthink it. I don't know. But it'll be all right. Coffee potamus. I've been drinking a lot of coffee today, man. Several cups. Man, you have, oh my gosh, enjoy yourself, Disco. I'm so jealous, bro. Nice, Didi. Working but lurking. That's what I'm talking about. Still dying. What do you have? What is ailing you? You know what would be hilarious if Jane was just a hypochondriac? Jane, I need you to believe that you're well, that you're well and healthy, and then you're gonna just think about that, and then you'll believe it. Can't get sick if I'm more sick, vato. Where's the green tea potion at? It's kind of, I mean, it's not, especially if some of you have seen me make the green tea matcha lemonade. Because I was about to complain and say how it takes forever to make. If you've seen me make it, you know it's not that bad. But, like, I get tired of making it, even the little preparation it does take every morning. And then sometimes it's like, I need to just get into the dojo already. And I was doing stuff already today. So if you're like, bro, it's 1:30. I've been in here for a while. Doing some other stuff. And the coffee's just so fast. MN is the 13th and 14th letter of the alphabet. I hope that helps. It does. Thank you, Kaimon. It does. So the 13th and 14th letter, I think it's like, you know what? I think it's Maine. MN, I think it's Maine. Because the M is the 13th letter and the N is the 14th letter. And I'm almost positive Maine was the 15th state in America. So I think it's like It's kind of like a riddle. So I think it has to be Maine. Imagine having a huelga bird tattoo. No, bro, I knew quite a bit of people. Oh yeah, man. ARJR reporting for dojo duties. Reporting for dojo duties. I'm excited for Kung Pao mañana, bro. I'm excited for Kung Pao. Kung Pao. Kung Fu Hustle. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking about chicken. I'm hungry. I'm thinking about Kung Pao chicken. Maybe I should get some Kung Pao chicken during Kung Fu Hustle. I'm trying to be healthier, though. I'm trying to be healthier. I've been getting a pump on lately, bro. I've been hitting my garage gym. I've been getting a pump on, dude. I think every once in a while I think about doing some pump streams. I might get flagged for that. Doing some pump streams for you guys to hold me accountable, but then I chicken out. What's up, James Lopez? What's going on, man? Hope you're enjoying yourself today. Hope you're not working too hard. Gotta drink the Tapoera cappuccino. Don't even tell me, bro. Does he have like a new cappuccino brand? Is he an entrepreneur already? Is he going that path? David Zimmerman. Cain Velasquez is free. Free. How'd they say it? They said it backwards till he was free. Should have never been in jail anyway. I believe it, man. I believe it. You know, it kind of, and there might be some people in here. I'm not trying to start a back and forth with you or whatever, but it always blows my beanie, dude. When I support Cain or somebody supports Cain and I see people like, oh yeah, but he didn't even hit the guy. He hit the other guy and he could have hit. I know, bro, but come on, dude. Like, I get it, but you know, as far as I'm confirmed, the dude that he did shoot or what was probably a bad dude as well because he was the other dude's accomplice. So probably deserved it. And it's kind of like Wild Wild West stuff. Like, everybody knows. It's like a universal thing in the consciousness. If somebody does the type of thing that Cain Velasquez was shooting him down for, you just, you know, that's how you get down, you know. You know, there's some laws of the land that have changed over the years and people think it's like the evolution. It's the de-evolution. There's certain things where, like, if you violate certain laws, back in the day, you would have been killed. And I'm not talking about putting them on death row. Bro, you know how death row works? A judge will put a dude on death row, and then, like, the judge will end up passing away before the dude even gets executed. That's how ridiculous it is. Back in the day, someone did something sketchy, disgusting, twisted. They just take him out back and hang him. They'll shoot him. I don't know why we don't do that today. We got soft, and that's why people don't mind breaking the law and doing twisted stuff. Because it's like, hey, wait a minute. I get to live somewhere. I get TV. I get clothing. I get toothpaste. I get food. I don't even got to pay rent. Sign me up. I just got to kill somebody? Dude. I think there's certain things that we've changed that, like, why did we go away from that? We're incentivizing people to commit crime. So yeah, he should have never been in jail anyway, man. GM, how are you not drinking coffee out of your own 10th anniversary mug? Here's the thing, El Tronado. Now, I don't want to disrespect anybody because there are some people, the few and the proud, who have supported, who have gotten merch, who have gone out of their way and above and beyond, and then even below and within, and then back out above and beyond again. Like, they've gone through every angle, every perspective to support me and this channel. But I'm going to be honest with you. Not a lot of people have done it. It felt kind of like the movie. I think I had delusions of grandeur again. It felt kind of like the movie. I was really excited about the 10-year anniversary and the merch and whatnot. Felt kind of like the movie again. Yeah. But I get it. Everybody's going through a hard time. Like, I'm going through a hard time, right? And then I'm like, oh, hopefully people buy my merch. Other people are going through a hard time. Like, you guys watching right now are probably going through a hard time. What are you going to do? You're going to go make merch? And for people to buy, like, it doesn't, it's not that easy, right? So I get it. Other people are struggling. Other people are trying to make ends meet. So I understand. However, the reason that I'm drinking out of this mug that I've had for the past 14 years or so is because not enough people have bought my merch so that I could afford to buy my own merch. That's why. Because I use a third-party vendor. I don't like have my own merch in a warehouse. I have to buy my own merch. I had to buy this. What's up, Max Bluestein? Pimware Toonie, good to see you, bro. Jay Gizzard. Velasquez Vukovic 2028. Wait, who's I should probably know this, huh? Who's Vukovic? Vukovic. It says that he's a American race car driver, but that he's deceased. I mean, I'll still watch it. I don't know how they're gonna pull it off, but I'm still watching. Probably gonna be on the Netflix card. We gotta send Kane after Cesar Chavez now. I have no idea. Hey, how come they're not coming after? You know what? I was about to say, how come they don't come after Martin Luther King for being a cochino and all the crazy stuff that he did? But we're not gonna talk about it anymore. We just came out of February. Maybe we'll wait. We'll wait another few months. I have no idea. I had a colonoscopy on Friday, and then Saturday I was run down. Who you got run down by? Who you got run down by? Cain Velasquez, and now I'm cold maxing like an alpha male. Dang, you got a colonoscopy on Friday, and then someone ran you down on Saturday. You can't get no respect. Dang, shoot, wow. And then Ismail, shoot. Free Kane till it's backwards. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Where are we at? Potan is going to sleep Ciro's lazy frames and then check. You think so, bro? You think so? Look, I really think I should do a video about it, but man, it's hard to stay motivated to make a VOD these days. But I think the most basic example that you could give, like the most lazy form of an MMA math, is remembering what Adesanya did to Pereira. And then you think about how Ciryl Gane fights. Now, in my opinion, and some people may disagree because maybe you're not as well informed and you're not as observant. In my humble opinion, accurate, observant opinion, I feel like Ciryl Gane fights like Adesanya, but lighter on his toes, smoother, more intelligently and gracefully. Adesanya could absolutely stick and move, with the best point fighters. But he plants on his feet. Ciryl Gane just flows in and out, man. Real smooth and graceful like. That dude is more graceful than a smaller Adesanya. And he hits harder, and he cheats when he hits, so it's even more impactful. As Jason Herzog would say, it works. Anyway, I don't even imagine Pereira has a chance with him. Pereira thrives off of intimidation. He intimidates his opponents and absolutely walks them down. He's not going to intimidate Gane. He has no advantage here. Size, length, strength, strike. He has no advantage. Intimidation. Every bit that he would usually have as an advantage against other people, he doesn't have it here. When's movie night this week? It's going to be on Friday. Is that tomorrow already? I can't believe it's already Friday. This flew by. It's going to be Kung Fu Hustle mañana. I got my popcorn ready. Be healthy in the morning and then Kung Pao in the evening. That's what's up. Yeah. I usually lately, because I'm in here and now I'm sweating, bro, because it's getting hot these days. It's in the 90s in here now. And I don't got ventilation in here. You know, I just got my little fan blowing hot air. It feels like a dude's just farting on me perpetually right here on my desk here. But what the heck? Oh, look at that. I want to say shout out to Coffee Potamus. I don't even know what they got. But I just got a notification from Fourth Wall from the merch website saying that, they got a mug. They got a mug. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's on brand with, the Coffee Potamus and whatnot. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate it. Everything helps. Everything absolutely helps. Thank you for doing it. Most of the time in the mornings and after, like for real, I hardly eat anything. Like, I'm basically like fasting, but not even like on purpose. I hardly eat anything from the moment I wake up to like dinner. And if I'm absolutely like having hunger pains, maybe I'll have like a little bit of beef jerky or something like that. Every once in a while, I'll scramble a couple eggs. Like yesterday, my stomach started eating away at itself, and I had a couple boiled eggs. But I've been trying to do better. So nuestra familia gotta get them tattoos removed or go to PCR. Oh, dang. with one foul swoop, bro. No pun intended, cause the ego and whatnot. With one foul swoop, Chavez just burned everybody, bro. Nice, I'm crashing out early tonight. Heck yeah, man. You deserve it. And you'll be all rested for tomorrow. I need to crash out early today too, man. I need to. I've been torturing myself. Kane is a hero. Yeah, he is. Shoulda got both. Shoulda. I believe it. That's how you gotta operate, man. Can't let stuff like that fall through the cracks. The moral of the story is don't give PDFs rides. Yeah, exactly. You're going to waste your gas. You're going to waste your gas money on these dudes. That's twisted, bro. Cain Velasquez is a role model. Serio. Cain should have went directly to that guy's house so no one else was involved, not in traffic. I mean, yeah. I'll still say till the wheels fall off, like, I support what he did. But if you ask me, would that have been even better? Yeah. And I would have preferred it like even further. I prefer he did it with his hands, Just beat that fool to death, But I support him. I'll blindly support him. Cain should have threw a grenade. I'm hoping to be back at work tomorrow, which may alter my plans, but I want to know the magic of movie night. Well, don't hype it up too much, Jane. Don't hype it up too much. I don't want you to be disappointed. Because the law is a product. Now they make money off people. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Makes sense. Just like the UFC. Everything just gets watered down, huh? Governor Newsom stopped executions in Cali. Did he? I didn't even know that. Well, even before that fool, I feel like it was... People always take forever. But I didn't know he did that. He probably needs them to vote. They're voting from prison now. Oh my gosh, bro. This dude. Yeah, I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. I think I need to do something different. It's hot in here. I got stuff creeping in. I got critters trying to crawl in. It bothers me. It does bother me. But I'm working with what I got. Kane versus Random Fool on the MVP card. I've been saying, and I'm not saying it with a negative connotation. I'm not trying to disrespect Kane. But I was talking about we need the Fallon on Fallon title. Like Cain Velasquez versus John Jones on the Netflix card. Because, you know, the UFC wanted to disrespect John Jones and not pay him his money, right? Netflix will pay him his money. Netflix and Ronda and John Jones are very cool, as far as I know. Nate Diaz and John Jones, very cool, as far as I know. And then, like, the money? I mean, I don't understand why not. Jones goes to Netflix, fights Kane. Then they got that built-in, like, oh, Kane's homies with DC. It's perfect. I get hot in black shirts, so I'd buy one. Okay, bro, I got to make you some lighter color shirts. I get it. You don't got to tell me twice. Your Never Disrespect shirt gets me compliments in Miami. What? Bro, that's a deep cut. You might be like the only person that's got the Never Disrespect shirt. I kind of took a leap on that one. I took a chance. I was like, yeah, would anybody care for this one? Because that's usually just like on the posters. That makes me very happy to hear, bro. Thank you. The Alaskan Avenger? Wait, who's that? Oh, that's the Vukovic dude. Vukovic. The Alaskan Avenger. So was he like doing kind of the same thing? The nickname given to Jason Vukovic, a man who gained notoriety for conducting a violent one-man campaign against registered offenders heck yeah, driven by his own history and severe childhood. Dang. Yeah. Vukovic described himself as the avenging angel, aiming to deliver justice that he believed the legal system failed to provide. See, we need more dudes like this. You know how you go to Party City and you could get a costume of like Batman, Spider-Man? They need next Halloween, I'm being Vukovic. I'm going to put on the jumpsuit. I'm going to carry around a hammer. I'm going to be Vukovic. I think that's what we should aspire to. That's beautiful. Dang, Jane Caulfield trying to get run down by Cain Velasquez. What the? Stop the fight! Oh, dang. I'm not trying to start nothing. Dang. I ain't trying to start any beef with Jane Side Piece. I ain't trying to start any beef in here. Did you catch Afro Man making those cops cry in court? I was scrolling through something yesterday, and I saw Afro Man in like a red, white, and blue suit or something like that, and he's like, "I'm gonna make a good thing out of a bad thing," or I don't know what it was, and I was like, I can't watch this right now. I was trying to find some MMA stuff, but I caught a glimpse. I need to go back and see what's going on. Thank you, y'all. 6969. I gotta let people know, you know, I'm humble and whatnot, but I also don't want to be a liar. You know how Bruce Lee used to say, if I tell you I'm good, you'll say I'm bragging, but if I tell you I'm bad, you'll know that I'm lying. You know, it's kind of, you gotta toe the line. I saw that thumbnail. Have you seen all the stuff Kobe's been saying about the UFC? He's no longer a company man. Yes, Connor. So I have to briefly talk about my thumbnail and title, so I won't be a clickbaiter. The Kobe Covington is and you know what, it's kind of hard to tell, especially since I haven't even watched the video, so I probably shouldn't even be speaking on this, but I've seen like little moments here and there of Kobe Covington lately, especially with this Neo dude. And I don't mean like, you know how everyone's trying to say Kobe Covington is right, crazy, this, and Nazi, this. You know how they try to put stuff like that on people? When I say Neo, I don't mean neo-Nazi. I mean, there's a streamer called Neo. I think he's actually like Indian or something like that. Which ironically, I just remembered, that's crazy. I completely forgot that the Indian people were the first Nazis. I completely forgot about that. And that's crazy how my brain made that connection subconsciously without me even thinking about it, that the Indians were the first Nazis. I remember when I used to sell cars at Mercedes, I had an Indian coworker, and I remember I walked by his desk one time and I saw a swastika, and it was like pinned on his, like the cubicles, how they have like that padding or whatever, you could pin stuff on there. He pinned a swastika to his cubicle, and I was like, bro, you might scare your clients. And he basically real quick gave me like the elevator pitch of how the Indians were actually the first Nazis, and I was like, oh, that's weird. But he sold a lot of cars though. He sold a lot of cars. Coincidentally, they were all white customers, so they probably didn't know the history, and they just thought it was a good old fashioned swastika that they were from. He did really well for himself. That's not what I meant by Neo. It's like some Indian dude. And I can't tell if Colby's still in character. I think he's kind of doing a half-half right now. But yeah, he's talking about how the UFC, they're basically a bunch of pimps. They pimp the fighters. They tell them what they can and can't do, where they could go, where they can't go. Okay, you could go and do this event, but we still own you, and we're going to put you in a video game and do this and that, and maybe we'll pay you what we feel like, and maybe you could go in RAF, but you can't go to that MMA thing, and then if you don't do exactly what they want you to do when they want you to do it, they're going to freeze you out. And you know what? When I heard him describing that, it kind of made me feel like it reminded me of the YouTube algorithm. Like, if you don't play the game, if you don't do the right thing with the clickbait, this and that, if you don't have the right lengths, if you don't have the right tags, if you're not with the right trends, if you're not doing drama, I'm going to create beef, and I'm going to be a rage baiter, and I'm going to incite, this and that. I'm going to get people hate watching me. Like, if you don't want to play that game, they're going to do me like Colby Covington. I mean, they were doing me like Colby Covington before they did Colby Covington like Colby Covington. So I get it. I sympathize with him. I am a sympathizer, and I know I'm overlapping a lot of things here. Colby being the right guy and the Neo guy, and I'm a sympathizer. I know that I may be confusing the algorithm with a lot of the words that I'm saying right now, so I may be shooting myself in the chancla, but I got to tell you what's going on. I do sympathize with him, and I think it is dirty. And I have to stop saying it because I'm saying it too much. I'm going to be known as, my channel is going to be renamed to the Defender, the Dana White Avenger. And that's another thing that the algorithm is going to screen and flag. The Dana White Avenger. But I don't think it's Dana. I think there's some dudes up at the top pulling the strings. Who's that guy? Who's the guy that they all call like his righteousness or whatever? And he wears the thing. He wears the thing on his head. It kind of has the same pattern of what they of the baskets, like when they put the bread. It's like the red and white checker. They call him his righteousness or something like that. And he's the Zuffa guy, and he's just pouring money into everything. Maybe they're trying to weed out like the Merkin boys. I don't know. The UFC is starting to become very, very ethnically centered, which, I'm not against. I'm not against people having fair opportunity, but it's starting to seem almost like it's not fair opportunity. It's almost starting to feel like overcorrection. It's almost starting to feel like, the Dagestanians and the Chechens and the dudes who claim to be Spanish, but they're actually like German and Georgian, are getting the affirmative actions and whatnot. And it's getting very weird. But Colby is getting frozen out. He is getting frozen out, and he's calling it out, which, I mean, the UFC has never appeared to be a company that when you hold their chanclas to the fire, they're going to do the right thing and apologize and speak out. I think they're going to double down. And probably not let him go out of his contract. So then he's just going to be stuck. He can't even go and fight on the Ronda Rousey card. He's probably trying to do that. He's probably trying to talk as much papas as he can, hoping they'll release him, and then he'll go fight Tony Ferguson on the Ronda card. Gaines' fingers slide in and out of people's eye sockets. That's I can't argue with that. I would rather take a punch from Gain than Pereira, but not an eye poke. Yeah, you see, I agree with that. I think Gain is definitely more of a war of attrition type dude. I think he will point fight you to a decision. But you know what? We have people want to choose to forget because people like Pereira, and it may be because of the stoicism. You know, he pretends to not know English, but people like him. And it seems like they forgot how he was brutally knocked out by Adesanya, who then showed us over his next 3 or 4 fights that he's not the fighter everybody thought he was. And I said that forever. But I mean, he got some fantastic matchups, and he had this, just like Pereira rides off of his intimidation factor, and if he doesn't have that against fighters, he's kind of done for. I don't think Adesanya had a intimidation thing. I think he had more like an aura thing, and I think that really affected a lot of the people that he fought and really got in their heads. But people forget that Pereira is very knockoutable. And Gain gets away with a lot of disgusting, dirty shots. And if he's able to pull off the kind of shots on Pereira that he did on Taito Iwasa, on Derek Lewis, like everybody he's fought, I don't think he's had a clean fight. Then it's going to be bad. You're the best, Coffee Potamus. Why don't you do a dinner with GM at Red Robin Dine and Dash? Wait, what? Like live stream myself eating over there and then Dine and Dash, or what? Because I want to be able to go back, bro. I love that place. I love Red Robin. Would that not have been premeditated murder with intent? If he went to his house and waited, he would have got 25. Here's my thing, and I don't expect everyone to agree with me. I know some people are just wrong in the way they think, but I believe if somebody did the kind of thing they did to Cain Velasquez's son, I mean, I believe you should have the right to go to Michael's, go across town, go to Michael's, get a bunch of supplies, get some yarn, put yourself a big old board in your basement, plan it out, connect the dots, have a bunch of documents of how you're gonna do it, what weapons you're gonna kill them with. Study that one scene from Blood and Blood Out where they talk about all the death points where you could stab them and whatnot, and then figure out all the different liquids and stuff you're gonna do to dispose of the body after I believe you should be able to do all that, like the most premeditated. I believe that you should be able to write a song about it and put it on SoundCloud. I don't think, to me, that doesn't exist. Premeditated with intent. How should you not be premeditated and not have intent after somebody did that? It's like our society has created a culture in which you're not allowed to go after these demons, after these animals. They protect evil. Chale. I remember seeing Kane versus JDS in Anaheim. Kane should have never been behind bars. Serio. I'm committing to a coffee mug, but it will be my Dr. Pepper mug. I like it, bro. I like it. Roberto Gerard. Yuri versus Alberg prediction. I don't know, man. Yuri has just been flaky, man. He's got to stop. I think he found his dopamine and his affirmation in social media posts or something. And everybody thinking like he's the dude, you know, like the samurai. And it's kind of like when dudes spend too much time watching anime to pleasure themselves, you know? It's like when dudes spend too much time watching anime and then when they're with their lady, they don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, because men struggle with that today. Men struggle with that. And I got a promo code for him. I'm just kidding. But men struggle with that today because they play around. They play around and they're watching that anime, and it distorts their brain and messes them up. And you know what they become? Do you guys understand something? I want to tell you something, and I fully mean this about X-rated content, about adult content. And I think, you know what? I want to stop calling it adult content because I think that's bad framing and marketing, and it lies to people. There's nothing adult about that. It's immature. And it fries your brain. There's nothing adult about that activity. Let me tell you something right now about X-rated content and about consuming that type of content. You know what that makes you? I've never heard anybody say this in my life. I just thought of it right now. That happens a lot on this channel, by the way. I need to get like a patent friend, like a patent homie, like on speed dial. Do you know what that makes you? If you're a dude that and look, I know I'm insulting a lot of people right here because unfortunately a stupid high percentage of the population struggles with this. I get it. But let me tell you something right now. If you're a dude or even a chick that consumes that type of content, do you know what you are? You're the dude in the corner sitting on a chair. You're P. Diddy. That is you're a voyeur. That is what you are. You're a watcher. They're going to write you into the book of Enoch, homie, because you're a straight up watcher. That's what it is. And that's why it rewires you and messes you up, because you get used to watching. Your body forgets all the nerve endings. They're not firing on the right cylinders. And your dopamine and your oxytocin, it's not firing correctly because you've programmed yourself to be a watcher. Your body don't know how to be the main character anymore. You're in the chair in the corner. You know that chair in the hotel rooms? They made it for you. That's what you're doing. You got to stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Every time you think about it, I want you to think of my face right now. I want you to think of me going, stop it. Stop it. And you know what? I think that's the type of thinking that a lot of people need to have when it comes to stuff like that. That competitiveness with shame and with failing. Be like, you know what? I don't want to be that weirdo. I'm not going to let myself fall into that. As opposed to a pleasure-seeking type thing. It has to be turned into, if I do this, I'm that? Chale. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be P. Diddy. You have to know something. And I'm going to move on right now. You have to know something. There's no way around that. Can you tell me when you're sitting in front of your phone, in front of your laptop, that you're not a watcher? There's no way around it. You're a watcher. Don't be a watcher. Be a main character. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
Oh, but anyway, about Jiri and Alberg. Jiri turned into a watcher. Shoot, man. I kind of think Alberg. I think Jiri has to do some massive rewiring. And if I'm wrong, I don't really care. because I didn't do my MMA long division. I'm just going off the beanie right here. Unless, because I tell you guys, sometimes I'll be like, I don't know. Without doing my research, I'll just say this. But then I always tell you guys, I did my MMA long division. Boom, here's my definitive answer. So I differentiate. The fans aren't getting the best MMA fights in or out of the UFC because they're gatekeeping fan favorite big money fights UFC wants. All the money. You know what the interesting thing is, y'all, 6969? And I don't know if everybody knows this, but the Netflix MMA event, they are doing single fight contracts. So what that does is it makes at least the potentiality of someone like a Nate Diaz having a big fight on Netflix, doing very well, and being able to go back to UFC and fight Conor McGregor International Fight Week or whatever. So that is the good thing about the MMA Netflix event, that it puts them on the map. And I think I said this on my on my new collaboration with Moss from MMA Holes. Oh, you haven't heard about it? We have a new channel together. We have a new show called what was it called? I almost built myself first. It's called the Moss and Jesse Show. By the way, Moss, he's the best. And he was even like, hey, what name should we have first? You want your name to be first? And I was like, no. Moss and Jesse rolls off the tongue better. Jesse and Moss, like even saying it right now was kind of clunky. It rolls off the tongue better. It's a beautiful collaboration. I have fun doing it. I look forward to it. If you haven't subscribed, please go subscribe, check it out. But I even talked about it on there. The thing about the Netflix exposure and that platform is that somebody could go to the Netflix event and then instantly become the biggest name in MMA because everybody's on Netflix. So Nate Diaz could go, even aside from everything he's ever done, he's already one of the biggest names in MMA, right? But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to the cashier over at Target right now who doesn't even watch UFC. But you know what they do watch? You know what Stacy over there working at Target does watch? Netflix. And that's why Dana White keeps talking about all these people Paramount's happy. It's, surpassing expectations because people are already on Paramount because of whatever, Landman, whatever. They're already on Paramount. And then they see, oh, UFC? Oh, yeah, my friend, my son, my coworker watches UFC. Yeah, check it out. And then it's getting, but imagine that, that exposure by default. Imagine that on Netflix. So if somebody is on Netflix like Nate Diaz, they could immediately become the biggest name in MMA. Who's the biggest name right now? Pereira? Tapoera? Whatever it is. Nate Diaz comes on Netflix. He bleeds. People love him. Again, same reason they fell in love with him in the first place in the UFC. Same with Tony Ferguson. Just bleed. They see a dude fighting like that, they're going to love and respect him. He's a gladiator. He's a warrior, right? Becomes the biggest name. Then, still in UFC contract, wants to come back and fight Conor. Then, you're going to get eyeballs back on the UFC because people learned about him here. Wait, he's fighting over there at Paramount. I'm going to go watch that. It's just, it could potentially become other big fights. It could potentially be a good thing. But the UFC themselves, yes, they are gatekeeping. They are being dirty vatos. It's Netflix that's saying, we like big events. We like to put on big shows. We like to get eyeballs. But I don't know if we want to be Paramount. So the fighters and Netflix are both happy with the one and done. With the wham bam thank you ma'am, And then if they go and fight back at UFC, Netflix is like, oh, that's cute. We made our money. Cool. If you ever want to come back again for another big fight, one and done, we'll do that too. So it's like the Netflix is being the good guy for everybody, for the fans, for the fighters. Netflix is getting what they want. And then if the UFC doesn't act like an idiot, then the fans can also benefit there as well. Recently found out about the Alaskan Avengers. Shout out to JD Delay. Wait, who's JD Delay? JD Delay. It says that he's a music artist. Yeah, go check out JD Delay. Hopefully he's not like a real bad dude or something. Daspin 25. Thank you. First time in live. Love the content, GM. Thank you. It's always amazing, and it warms my beanie to have a new person in the lives. It feels very good. And I hope you're not a watcher, because then I probably severely offended you after you blessed me with the donation, because I'm very far behind. And if you don't know what I mean by watcher and you think I mean because watching the stream, we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to revisit that. Thank you very much, Daspim. I'm glad to have you here. I love where this is going. Indians. Yeah, Indians were the first Germans. I mean, that's why I felt stupid. I felt ignorant, but he educated me. His name is, I was going to say was, but he's still alive. His name is Vikas. 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 Very nice dude. I miss that guy. He was very nice. My Nazi symbol while selling German cars, and he sold a lot of them. Checks out. Yeah, hey, that's a good point, bro. That dude he's like a high-ranking Nazi, bro. He had to be. I can't even, like, if you saw this dude, it would be so hilarious. I'm thinking of him, like, taking his shirt off. He has a big old swastika on his chest. Let me see where we at. My dad used to get so upset seeing the Indians display the swastika symbol, but it isn't representing hate for them. It is the opposite orientation of the... Max, I thought you were going to say my dad used to get so upset when the Indians had it. He was like, that's our symbol. I thought that's what you were going to say. That belongs to us. And then they go cut it off, like in Blood and Blood Out. They cut off the placa. Oh, a turd in wolf's clothing. I've never heard that, bro. You know what? He was a king in selling the pre-owned cars. He definitely sold Mercedes, but dang, did he know how to slang pre-owned cars. Oh, they call him his excellence. I think his righteousness is even better, huh? They should change it. Yeah, I believe. You think Game will be cereal? Alex will be cereal? Dang. He might be his breakfast. He might be like a box of cereal, but cereal gang? I don't know, bro. Thank you, ARJR. Oh, David Zimmerman just got blessed with the membership. I love it, man. I love it. Thank you. Couldn't be a more deserving David Zimmerman in the chat. Thank you, bro. Marloca has to work. Cause I got all my homies with me. Marloca has to lurk. Thank you. I don't even know if Fourth Wall does promo codes. Maybe. However, I'm broke, so promo codes. Maybe when I'm doing well, I'll seek out promo codes. The promo code is click buy now. I agree, GM. X-rated content is bad for the soul. Yeah, it's prevalent, it's prolific, it's easy, it's accessible, and it's not an accident. It's all a part of population control. You think they don't know what they're doing? The prince of the power of the air. You think they don't know what they're doing? They're sterilizing young men. Young men over the last few decades it's the feminization of young men. Toxic masculinity. They're infertile. They're sterile. They don't work properly anymore. Because of mental reasons, because of stuff like this that they're watching, and because of physiological reasons, because of all the plastics and the radiation and you already know this. Like, I'm not shadow banned enough. You're gonna make me say it out loud. Can we please talk about Indian swastikas again, please, before I get shadow banned? Like Azazel. You bunch of Azazels. Just join the conversation. Are we talking about Ian Gary? Oh, dang. What's up, Drew says, my bad. I'll stop. What's up, Jay Smash? It is so good to see you, bro.
Amazing.
It is so good to see you. You went from Grandmaster to the Gospel Master. I'm here for it. I try, bro. Every once in a while, I try to do like the Salt Bay, just a little bit here and there. Um. So I heard that the White House card is unsanctioned. It's weird because I was hearing that, and then almost immediately I started seeing articles and things pop up saying that the UFC is basically like, never fear. You know what? And it got kind of weird and kind of like, I don't know if I could believe it. It got kind of weird and hall monitor-ish because the UFC, it was like, okay, it's not sanctioned because it's on federal property and not private property, which is weird because you would think it'd be the opposite. When you're on private property, it's like a casino. You could do whatever you want. And then federal, then you got to follow the rules. But apparently it's the opposite when it comes to this. But so then they're like, yeah, but it's okay. Never fear. We're going to seek out our own commission type thing and make sure everything's followed and above board. And it's like, oh, why are you trying too hard? What do you mean? What are you talking about? So I don't really know who they're going to partner with. I don't know who they're going to bring in to make sure everything's all on the up and up. But it kind of gave a feeling like, are they trying too hard? What is this? I'm feeling weird about this. Why are they going out of their way to make sure, even though they don't even have to have a commission, that they're going to have a I don't know. Maybe the only thing that I did see that maybe is why they would want to do it is I think you might have to have some kind of commission or something adjacent to that in order for the fights to count as pro fights. Because one of the articles that I read about it was saying something about how they will be able to be counted as pro fights. So that's probably why they want to make sure to do that, or else the fights aren't going to count or something like that. Ba 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 ba. Mm-hmm. The new channel should be called The Beard and the Beanie. The Beard and the Beanie. But what if Ma shaves his beard? Or what if I shave my beanie? I mean, the Beard and the Beanie. I get it. It rolls off the tongue well. Here was the thing, because we went through some other names as well. We really did think about it. We went back and forth a lot on this. And it ended up becoming, and I don't want to get too in the weeds about it. I'll just leave it generic. We thought it would be a good idea and to be consistent with what we've already created out there to have our names. Moss is already a dude out there in the MMA sphere. Jesse is already, so it's like, same thing. He's had a beard the whole time too, right? And I've had a beanie, but I don't know. We had to go with something, and that's what we landed on. I actually think that was one of the names that had come up. If I'm not mistaken, bro, you might have been in that first stream ever on the MMA host channel where I hopped on over there and we were talking about it. And you might have put that in the chat, and that's what might have put it in our heads, if I'm thinking about it, if my timeline is correct. But ultimately, we just had to stick to some kind of branding, I want to say thank you, and I don't want to dox and expose you, so I'm not going to say your name because I've never seen this name in the chat. So maybe you go by something very different. Somebody just ordered a mug from the merch. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's right here. You gotta get my merch. I got a lot of merch. I know you want the merch. You no longer have to search. Someone asked me the other day, why do you keep singing it? I think it was Tronado. I'm not sure. It might have been Bert. And I don't know why I'm connecting you guys, and no offense to either of you. But you know how, like, has someone ever told you that you look like somebody, and then when you look them up, you're like, bro, that's insulting. You think I look like them? I feel like I might have done that to you guys right now. But that's the only song that I know that's easy and quick and catchy that rhymes with like the like work and like merch. If you could think of something better, let me know. But thank you, whoever ordered that. Oh, was that you, Tronado? I just bought a mug, good looking out on the super. Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. Yeah, when I was making the mugs, it gave me different options for different sizes. So people that really need to have a lot more liquid in there. Heck yeah, bro. I thought about that. I took a minute or so and I thought about that. And now I know that it was for you, bro. Heck yeah. Thank you for doing it. About to get a hoodie too. Shoo.
Flow goes deep like the ocean.
People are coming through. People are coming through on the actual 10-year month anniversary of the Mexican martial arts. For those of you that don't know, March 2026 marks a decade of doing this. The wood chipper. You've been watching, bro. I appreciate it. Bartolomeo. They just added Cyborg versus Anita. I'm a fast reader, bro. I'm a fast reader. The whole time I was in school, I always read like 4 or 5 grades above my grade. I'm a fast reader, dude. I think you got me one time. Because I was sleep deprived and I wasn't firing on all cylinders. And I was in a state of weakness. You almost got me, bro. Am I excited? Hey, you guys know, you want to see what I put on? By the way, I'm on Twitter now. I'm going to go viral by posting on Twitter. Because I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Watch this. I put something on there last night. I don't want to tell you yet. I don't want to tell you just yet. Dang! I got 8 likes on my post. Ooh, I'm blowing up, dude. I'm blowing up. That's a different post, though. Let me show you this one right here. Why does it look so tiny? Here we go. So let me see. How can I show you this? I posted this last night. Let's see. How do I do this? Like this or what? So I posted this last night. I said, men of culture, we meet again. But don't read it yet. Look at it. I said, men of culture, we meet again, right? And I was letting them marinate. I said, scope this. Oh, you talking about Rousey and Carano? Oh, please. Child, please. You talking about Rousey and Carano? You talking about practice? That's a practice run. Men of culture, scope. This is it right here. We got Summer and Jita, all right? We got Summer and Jita. Don't insult me, bro. Don't insult me, right? And then I was hoping they read the first part real quick. Men of culture, we meet again. Now, let me tell you that this is the first MMA world title fight between 2 trans fighters. Hashtag Einhorn is Finkel. These are 2 dudes right here. These are 2 dudes. In our historic co-main event, Summer Brady and Gita Figueroa step into the critical combat cage, both looking to walk away as the undisputed critical combat femme champion. Contested as super lightweight, this bout will mark the first MMA world title fight between 2 trans athletes. Brother.
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Brother.
"'Tis but a scratch."
So that's what I'm working with. John McCain called the human cockfighting. He didn't even know the half of it, bro. All right. Oh my gosh, bro. There used to be a swastika around the entirety of the Masonic Lodge when I visited as a child here in Oklahoma. I used to be a demole. Demole. Demole International is a premier youth leadership organization for young men 12 to 21, founded with Masonic origin, develop civic awareness. So is this like the Boy Scouts? Dang. The organization is named after Jacques Demole, the last Grand Master, with all disrespect, of the Knights Templar. Hey, that sounds pretty heavy, bro. I would like to have done that when I was a kid, the Knights Templar. Trying to find the Ark of the Covenant and whatnot. Dude, people are actually getting my merch today, bro. This might be the most anyone has ever ordered merch in one single day ever, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. Heck yeah.
Flow goes deep like
You guys
the
are coming
ocean.
through big, man,
Burn
for
so
real.
hard, got the
Amazing.
lotion. I might hit the
You guys ready to
real
start this
motion,
show?
'cause I'm sipping on this green tea potion.
Thank you, bro. People are getting merch so often today. I'm like,
Are you intoxicated or
I'm
something?
hoping not. I'm hoping not. I hope nobody has to hit the refund. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much for that. This is insane, bro. This was Max Bluestein. We had Coffee Potamus come through. We had Tronado. We had Max Bluestein. We had What's Up Drew the other day. This is insane, bro. This is insane.
Flow goes deep like the ocean. It burns so hard, grab the lotion. I might hit the three-wheel motion.
You know what was
'cause I'm
crazy?
sipping on this green tea
When I
potion.
was in school. So like I'm not even gonna be ashamed, all right? I should be proud. When I was in I'm just gonna tell you, some of you guys will remember this story, all right? When I was in high school, I ended up in choir, okay? And the only reason that happened is because there was some chick that I was trying to get at, and she was in the drama club, all right? And where I come from, if you're in choir or the drama club, you're gay, right? I grew up in a time and place, that's just the way it was. So I wasn't gonna get caught up doing either. But I was trying to get at this girl, she was in drama club. So then I got into drama club. And then I immediately, right off the bat, got the lead role in like 3 different plays. And I became a star, all right? That's just what it is, you know? I'm not gonna be ashamed of it. And then it was kind of adjacent to being in choir. It was kind of like you do when you do both. So then I did choir, and then I started getting all the solos, right? So then I was a choir kid. And we went to this place to perform, and I didn't realize at the time what it was. I remember me and a couple of the homies in choir were like, where are we? Are we in a castle? Are we going to be sacrificed? I didn't realize till years later when I started seeing things and connecting the dots and remembering certain items. We were in some kind of Masonic temple. So I was a teenager that was getting sent by my school to go sing in a Masonic temple. I felt like I had played a bunch of like video games and stuff up to that point in my life, and it looked like some scene in a video game with like all these candles and robes and different statues, and it looked like someone was gonna get sacrificed that night, and maybe they did. Maybe we were a precursor. Maybe we were warming it up, setting the vibe. I don't know. Maybe they waited till we left. But it was crazy, bro. I remember we actually left and we went straight to Red Robin. And I remember we were all talking about how creepy that place was. They don't want strong men to stand together and against, for real, bro. For real, they want to weaken everybody. Mentally and physically. The Mossy Beanie. Oh, thank you, Justin. I try to be. I think it's because I grew up watching TV Land, you know? All my friends were watching South Park, and I was watching the Golden Girls. The mugs are trending, bro. 10 more years. 10 more years. So much better to say that when it's not political. Uh-oh. It skipped on me. Hold up. It is an insane era, bro. It is insane. Clip that. Wait, what did I say? Little mini Masons. Octopus, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it, and I get it. Thank you, bro. Gonna be that type of weekend for you, GM. Cusco weenies. Don't be a weenie. Watch below the beanie. Oh, by the way, I got a surprise for you guys when I dip in a little bit. I have a video that, and you know, it's kind of been the trend lately. I have a video that I want to leave you guys with when the stream is over. It's something that I want to start doing once a week. I did something today before this stream. I recorded something, and if everything goes good enough that I don't severely regret it and become hopelessly depressed and upset and frustrated and discouraged, I'm gonna do it once a week. So as soon as this stream is over, I'm gonna direct you guys to it, and hopefully you'll go scope it out. It would be amazing if it worked out, because I had fun doing it. I've wanted to do something like that for a long time, and I've done it in different ways that I feel like I hadn't quite had it figured out yet. And I'm very pleased with the way that I handled it today. So if enough people like it, I think I'm onto something good here. Do worry. What you want me to worry about? What happened? ARJR, thank you. Kiss from a rose on the stream. La, 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 la. I'm wearing my quantity over quality shirt too. Heck yeah. Twinning, bro. Heck yeah. I couldn't wear the hoodie anymore, bro. I couldn't do it anymore, dude. Don't worry, I'm here for you. Wait, what happened? For me? Did I have a sad moment? It's my meat. Wait, what the heck? Oh, you guys got a bromance going on here. I'm going to share some wisdom. People who call other people gay for doing basic human things are the type of people who are single. I mean, that sounds pretty gay, Red Lick. Hey, we're homies, bro. We could joke around like that. Or can't we? Can't. We can't. I think you're saying we can't. It's just, look, bro. I'm a little bit of a time capsule. I remember when I was a kid, and me and my homie actually coined this, because I had never heard anybody else ever say this until we started saying it. The place and time where I grew up, I remember, like, let's say we always used to go to the liquor store after school, and we'd always like to get the fried burritos, you know. And let's say we went to the store and they ran out, we'd go, gayness. Like, we would say that, GAYNESS. That was just the thing that was just the way kids talk. Man, that's gay, or gay. Like, that was just, and it had nothing to do, like, that's just what it was. So I get it. We may come from a different place. We may be different ages. I was going to say you might be gay. I don't know. But I get it, bro. I get it. Because I will say this. Because you know what? Today, even though I grew up like that, I never say that anymore. I never say it. And I think it's mostly because I feel like I don't like what it's, because you might be so right, Red Lick. I think it's like, I feel like it's been adopted by certain types of people that I just don't want to be affiliated with, you know? Like people that use the R word when they're trying to make fun of, like, you know, challenged people. I don't like that. And I have no respect for it. And I feel like that's all kind of clumped in together now. And it's like, I kind of feel like I want to remove myself from that. Even if, whatever. I don't want to get into it. It's easy. It's too easy for me to spend an hour on tangents, but I get it, man. I get what you're saying. Because, I witnessed something relatively recently where like somebody was like showing some kind of emotion, and I try to make that a big point with Jesse Jr. and with other young men. Like, there's nothing wrong with showing emotion. There's nothing wrong with shedding a tear. There's nothing wrong with having feelings. Like, don't go through life being a robot. Don't be an NPC, And I observed something not that long ago where there was a younger person kind of, being human and showing emotion, and someone referred to that as being gay. So that is like, yeah, dude, like, shut up. Like, that's, but when I was a kid, being a kid, it's easier to get caught up talking in those types of ways, Do you have missing memories from your time in the Masonic Temple? Bro, is that a thing? Do they try to wipe your memory? The only memories that I have, they're very vague, bro. They're very vague. It was just like a lot of like I don't know, robes and candles and like weird looking like artwork and relics. That's all I remember, bro. I'm curious who will be the fighter who will choose one of the new Afro Man songs for their walkout. My guess, Afro Man songs for their walkout. My guess would be Sean O'Malley, 100%. I was once offered to become a Freemason. Of course, I was not interested. Here in London, you can go walk into the Grand Lodge for a tour. Dang. That's crazy. I always have mixed feelings about stuff like that. Because honestly, I'm like fascinated by, like, I was in San Jose a while back, and apparently they have like this super famous like haunted house where this lady's husband died or something, and then she built like a bunch of weird rooms and stuff to confuse ghosts or what. It was weird, but I gotta admit sometimes, and I know it's bad and I shouldn't be, but sometimes I get fascinated by stuff like that. And I was thinking about going, but then I was like, I can't. What a hypocrite. I can't go entertain something like that. That's so bad. And same thing with stuff like that. Like, that kind of stuff trips me out, and it's intriguing, but it's like, I don't know if I should be messing around with stuff like that. Thank you again, Max Bluestein. I have grandparents on both sides that were Masons, not interested in their hidden devilry. Whew. I left when my black friend couldn't join. Legit, they were racist, at least the Masons at OKC. Dang. They were racist in OKC? Oh, all of a sudden, and then they got Kevin Durant? That's crazy. What is it with like certain religions and black people? I don't understand. They must not like play sports at the picnics or whatever. Like, why? It's so weird. Like, why not be racist against like Italians or like Korean people? Like, why just black people? I don't get it. Oh, heck yeah, that always happens to me. What's up, Drew? I hate being comfortable and then seeing what I'm looking for across the room. I hate that, dude. You know what that happens with me a lot with my headphones. When I'm like trying to listen to something and I don't want to like bother Marilena or whatever, and then I'm already like sitting down or laying down. It's so frustrating. A sombrero? Why you trying to do me like that, bro? You trying to make me all like a caricature, bro? Jim, you mentioned you got a good vertical, but how's your horizontal, fool? And my horizontal used to be good, bro. I used to be a long jumper. I was a jumper, bro. I used to dunk. I used to do high jump. I used to do long jump. I didn't do triple jump because on the topic again, that one seemed kind of gay. But where did your beanies go? What do you mean? They should be on the website. Are you playing with me? Mexican. What? Wait. Oh, wait. There it is. There it is. Oh, they're both there. You might have to scroll down a little more. They're on there. I don't know why they're so far on the bottom. I tried organizing it. The site is not very organizer friendly. I wanted to kind of drag them and prioritize them and put them where I wanted them to be, and the site would not let me. It might be like pages down. You know what's so messed up? I hope people realize that there's like multiple pages, or I'm really missing out here. Red Lake says I'm a little gay. See, okay, I get it now. I get it. And then J Smash says just the fact that we're even talking about this. He goes, gay. The Machida era was one fight. Yeah, I mean, I get it. The red, it's weird. I'm like a hypocrite about it. I'm gonna be honest. When I'm like out in public and I hear someone go, "Oh man, that's gay," there's a part of me that's like, "No, I feel like I'm a kid again. I feel like I'm about to watch Urkel. I kind of feel like it's a time machine, you know? It's like, okay. But at the same time, I don't like when people act like that. Like let's say Jesse Jr. wanted to be in a play and he wanted to just like stand there and be a tree or something like that. And his friend was like, gay. Like, I'd want to smack that kid up, you know? Because, you know, obviously as his dad, I'm going to do things to make sure everything stays on track. You know what I'm saying? Not that you need to or that I would need to, but, you know, you just gotta be aware, you know? Because there's a force in the world that's trying its best to sway, you know? And if you're not doing anything, then it's winning, right? There's a current. There's a current. You got to understand that if you're a parent. It's not just like, hey, there's nothing happening. There's a current in this world. There's an agenda. And if you're not consistently fighting the current's going to sweep everyone away. You can't just stay still. So yeah, like I wouldn't like that. I'd be like, hey, you know, he's doing his thing. He's good. He's talented. Stop it. It's not like he's trying to be a cheerleader or something like that. But yeah, at the same time, it's just like I just feel like sometimes people hijack stuff, you know? And I feel like there's, you know, more and more these days certain kinds of people that will talk like that. They will also say and do a lot of other things. It's like, you know, I don't think I want to be affiliated with that. So then I just won't talk like that. I get that, David Zimmerman. Hey, where I was from, I mean, everybody said both of those things. I honestly don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm guessing, but I remember from a very, very young age, from like my earliest memory, I used to go to church with a couple people who were both mentally and physically handicapped. And I think I just grew up in an environment where it was like, this is protected. We're going to look out for these people. We love these people. And it was very much looked at like that. So then when I heard anybody else, it was almost like an offense to me. Like, hey, I got homies like that. Like, what are you talking about? But I get it because like everyone around me was talking like that. So I know, yeah, that was a huge thing. Yeah. Hey, but Red Lick, I gotta be honest, bro. I was one of those dudes that was like, I would even say it myself. Like when I was in high school, I'd be like, being in choir, that's gay, bro. Like I would have said that myself. of myself. Like, I don't know if I ever would have said it to anybody else, but like internally. Bartolomeo, I'm gonna read it slow, Bert. I'm gonna read it slow because you're a repeat offender. It's okay to be gray, just don't be gray about it, fool. I respect that. Have I ever been to techno? Heck no, bro. Heck no. It's not safe to go anywhere anymore, bro. I'll try to go there on like Google Earth or like on the VR. But in real life, it's just like, man, people are too dumb now, man. You can't go anywhere. Ironically, yeah. You burned your literature. Dang, that's heavy, bro. You burned it up. You didn't want nothing to do with it. The only thing it was good for you was keeping you warm that one night when you burned it all up. Octopus, yeah, I always like when people say that. I think Michael Scott would say that too, where he'd be like, when I call people gay, I'm not talking about gay people. I mean gay like, you know, like you're lame, you know? I forgot how he worded it perfectly. It's a colloquialism, that's right. Yeah. I took back gay when I'm referring to something being lame. That was literally like when I got to do a wild in a difficult place. I'll say, that's gay. I'm taking it back like Jay and Silent Bob. Wait, did they take something back? Is that what they took back in Jay and Silent Bob? I used to watch Jay and Silent Bob so much. Dang, what did they take back? Jamal Hill, why are we talking about that dude? Was he a Mason? Dang. Over 60. They're a hidden hand of another group. Oh, wait a minute. You telling me that the Mason's just the tip of the iceberg? Who owns them? Peter Yan? I don't know, man. Who's he going to fight next? Who you guys think he's going to fight next? They're going to give O'Malley right back to him after he beats Zabibi or what? Yeah, it gets complicated, J Smash. It gets complicated. Because it's like, bro, you know, it's like how kids grow up saying 6'7", like brain rot. And it's like, it's involuntary. There's just ways that people grow up, man. Are you joking? You're joking, dude. You're joking. O'Malley obliterated Peter Yan. O'Malley didn't even win that fight, dude. Go look at the fight after the fact when they were about to get interviewed. O'Malley looked like he was going to cry. And so did his coach. They were all depressed. And then when they raised his hand, he was like, huh? He's like, did they just Steve Harvey me? It's cause, you know, when you're in choir and drama and you're just after the chicks, it's like you're gay for the chicks, you know? Oh, that sounds familiar. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hearing that, oh my gosh. Yeah, because I don't hear that term very often. Yeah, wow. I was kind of surprised to see it in the chat, but yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh. The store on the page only shows featured, not everything. Oh, are you talking about? Okay, I gotta fix this. Are you talking about in my description? I need to change that, man. Wait, what? Why is it different for us when I click? So look, are you talking about in the description below in the link? It says support the channel merch, and then I click on it, and then it says step into the future, explore the collection. So I click on explore the collection, and I scroll, and I see everything. I've just seen both beanies right now. This is very frustrating. I don't know what's going on. Bertolomeo, what is something you wouldn't let Jesse Jr. do because it might be too girly? Also, thoughts of LGBT community based on your beliefs. Oh, thank you, Bert. Thank you for putting me on the spot. What is something you wouldn't, bro? Too many things. What is something you wouldn't let Jesse Jr. do because it might? Shoot, man. I mean, it's hard to not think of an immediate, blatant example. I'm trying to be subtle because anything else would just be too obvious. Shoot, man, I can't even, cause he's such a little man, you know, like a boy. So it's like I can't even imagine what would some other kind of kid do. Oh, you know what would make me mad? He would play like Fortnite a lot. And it would I don't know if you guys know anything about Fortnite. It will default your character a lot of the time to like whatever gender it wants. And he would be playing as a girl, and I'd be like, "Bro, why you being a girl?" And he'd be like, "It just does that in the thing unless you buy your own skins or whatever." And I was like, perfect. There's another. They're defaulting making people be different genders. It's just constant programming, just constant. Hey, you're a girl now. Okay, I'm a girl today. And then sometimes you're a boy. You're a girl again. And I know some people probably think that's super silly. They're like, bro, okay, yeah. It's the subtleties of it. It's the subtleties. Just like Modern Family, just like Glee. It's just stuff getting pumped subtly into the culture under the guise of entertainment. And then all of a sudden you realize you've been acclimated. You've been weaned. You've had the wool pulled over your genitalia, right? And I remember that would bother me. But I mean, that's not even a good example because that's not something he was doing on purpose. I had a coworker one time. And he told me for Halloween that his son wanted to be some kind of princess. And he was like, you know, I'm going to be a good dad. They were going through a divorce, so he probably just wanted to be the fun parent. But he was like, I love my son. I want to support him. I'm going to let him be a princess. And I thought that was child abuse. And here's my justification for that. If you are a parent, and your 9-year-old wants to drive your car to go get ice cream, will you let them? No. Okay, cool. If your 9-year-old decides that they want to identify as a 42-year-old man and go work at the steel mill, are you going to go let them do that and be in that dangerous environment? No. If your 9-year-old decides, you know what, I'm going to identify as a 24-year-old, I don't think I'm going to go to school anymore. I don't want to go to school. I think I'm done. Are you going to let him? No. If your 9-year-old says, Father, I want to listen to my brand new boombox. I know it's an easy, lazy example. I want to listen to my brand new boombox that grandma gave me for Christmas. Could I jump in the pool with it? Because I like to listen to music while and I also want to make some French toast with the toaster as well. Could I hop in the pool with these? You say no. But if your kid says, hey, I want to be a girl now. Sure. As long as it has to do with sex. Sure. How come, Dad? Because that directly affects morality. And that's what's under attack. So therefore, I'm in. Nobody ever talks about things within this framework. Ever. I don't know if they're scared. I don't know if they're too preoccupied with their careers and life and their jobs and their kids and their hobbies. I never hear anybody frame it this way. Ever. If your kid wants to go drive your lifted truck down the freeway and go get some Chinese food, are you going to let him? No. If your kid wants to go and work in the mines and get trapped underground like those Chilean dudes, are you going to let him? No. If your kid wants to ditch school and go whatever, are you going to let him? No. If your kid wants to, if your 9-year-old wants to drink half your bottle of vodka, are you going to let him? No. But if your kid says, I want to be a boy now instead of a girl or a girl instead of a boy, you going to let him? Yes. Why? You don't even realize it probably. It's because that is the one thing that directly affects their morality and the morality of your household, the morality of the culture, of the nation. Because just like Paul tells us in Romans, we are currently a nation under the wrath of abandonment, where God has said, I'll give you over to a depraved mind. Let's see what happens. This is what you guys wanted? Let's see what happens. I'll give you over. Keep saying he gave him over. He gave him over. He gave him over. That's the wrath of abandonment. We're living in our own filth now. This is what we asked for. We told God to kick rocks. That's what we asked for. And when it comes to the other part of that, Bert, just always assume that I am 100% in alignment with the Word of God. I believe that God created people to be designed a certain way and to perpetuate a certain lifestyle and to procreate with. And what people are doing now is they're playing God and they're being hedonists and catering to their own fleshly desires. So I'm in alignment with the scriptures. That's where I stand. I used to watch Bill Nye the Science Guy until I realized that Beekman's World is the GOAT. Yeah, Tronado, that's gonna be wild, bro. That's going to be wild. That's the kind of thing that I'm always rooting for, bro. It's going to be wild. I wonder if they'll come after me if I break some down. Hey, Octopus, are you not able to say it in here because of like... Octopus, it's not that simple, is it? Does it rhyme with blues and news and cruise? Does it rhyme with that? That would be too simple, you know? I was hoping it'd be something more exciting. It's not that, is it? Don't do that with the pen, GM. That's gay. I know, David Zimmerman. Bill Nye clearly has an agenda, and he's clearly there in his pockets. Clearly. He's not a scientist. Or he's not being a true scientist. He's not letting science lead. He's influencing his science with his worldview. My 13-year-old nephew says 6'7" is old now. He's very mature. I like it. I like that he's moving on. We used to run around saying "suck" Degeneration X style. So we had, yeah, that's right, bro. And then all. Oh man, heck yeah, dude. Hey, Birch is always trying to get me caught up. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to divide my viewers. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Angel Spawn, yeah. Wake me up inside. Save me. So the default player is trans if you look closely. Look at it closely. Yeah, for real, bro. The island bros. I'm island boy. They kiss each other, bro. They're like, hey, man, we're probably doing worse things in the womb, bro. And now we get to do it and make some money. Love you, J Smash. Love you, man. You're always a king in this community, bro. I'm glad that you were able to spend some time with us. Driving the truck to get some Chinese is pretty tempting, though. As long as he brings some to share, huh? Oh, dang. Damon like that? You're going to have him paying rent? Dang. How do you collect, bro? Never mind. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. He's like, I only accept enrolled up coins. I completely understand what you're saying. J Smash, our country's run by PDFs. There's bigger problems. I guess I always look at it like this, J Smash, and this is just my opinion. I'm always so unimpressed by whatever the political problems are, because I'm like, they're gonna be dead in however long. Just like all the kings and queens and princes and dictators over the centuries. They come and go. What will not come and go is morality and eternity. Those things are unchanging. Whoever's leading, however dirty and corrupt they are, that's cute. Look at Nero. They were always corrupt and dirty and twisted. Cute. There's nothing new under the sun. They're just recycled. They're just recycled distractions. Beekman was funny, bro. Funny. Degeneration. Man, you guys are making me want some Chinese food, bro. What do you think of McDonald Trump bombing? Oh, I was like, what? Because Donald, I get it. Bombing Iran? I don't know, dude. I don't watch the news. I don't know. I think a lot of people just want to look at reasons to hate Trump, and then other people want to just look at reasons to blindly support Trump. And I don't care about none of that. What I have seen is a ton of people. Look, I haven't sought it out, okay? I haven't actively went and looked for this. But what I've seen, all the videos I've seen are people from Iran rejoicing, saying, I'm so happy this guy was a horrible dictator. Thank you. And then the people crying looked like they were part of his regime. So, I don't know. I feel like a lot of us are ignorant, and we just want to make it about how we feel about Donald Trump. It's like, well, how did the people over there feel? Maybe they wanted to be liberated. I don't know. Just like it was how many months ago when somebody bombed somebody or killed somebody, and everyone on Twitter was like, how dare you? And then all the people from that country was like, are you kidding? This was the best thing that could have happened for us. So I don't know. Mexican and Indian MMA together. I don't know, bro. We were talking about the Indian swastikas earlier, bro. I don't know if that's good for my brand, bro. I don't know. I'm trying to get unshadow banned, bro. Former Mexican shirts. What? Is this Iran conflict a biblical prophecy? Why is my Siri going on? Are you listening to me talk about Iran or what? I didn't even say anything that sounded like your name. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm the most like up to. There's some people that of faith that are super obsessed with like prophecy. I tend to be more interested in like theology and gospel and stuff like that. But I try not to be too like end times minded, because for some people it's just all about that. I don't know. Maybe. Well, see, that's I don't know, Octopus. I have no idea, but I just know. I don't know how someone would respond to this. That's BSGM. You're only seeing that because you want to see that. Are you kidding, bro? That's such a weird statement to make. It's like I'm going like Twitter. Show me people celebrating in Iran. Twitter. Like, I wasn't doing that, bro. I'm literally looking at videos of Joe Rogan and street fights, and then I see that. I'm not searching for that, bro. I'm like the least political person. That's just, I mean, and by the way, this is exactly what they want. Look at in our little chat with 55 people. Boom, we already have a divide. I say, I've seen nothing but videos of people rejoicing, and you're already like, no, don't you say that, because you've seen other stuff. Perfect. Now we have more dissension. Now we have more people disagreeing. People have been on both sides of every war since the beginning of time. Every bad guy thinks he's right, and then every good guy's like, oh snap, am I the bad guy? Someone's trying to attack someone else for oil, and it's like, that makes sense because we need the oil, and they're like, hey, it's our oil. They're stealing from. It's gone like that since the beginning of time, and everyone who clings to a certain side will fight to the death over how they're correct. And look, now we're distracted. Now we're distracted with a stupid physical temporal war. And I will make some people so furious in here by saying, I don't care. I don't care. Because there have been wars since the beginning of time. And like, oh, cool. Now we're here on computers and phones. Cool. It sounds messed up, right? But my mindset, my mentality, hey, we need to get over ourselves. We're mortal beings. We come and go. All things must pass. The tide comes in and then goes back out. People keep getting distracted with all these temporal, earthly things. War, and this person bombed this person, and that person killed that person. So what? I know I sound heartless saying that. So what? That's what they did 100 years ago, and 200 years ago, and 700 years ago. They did that forever. And, oh, cool. Now I'm here listening to Smokey Robinson as I'm talking about MMA every once in a while. Oh, cool. And then in 200 more years, they'll be like, huh? They bombed Iran? Oh, what's Iran? What's America? Those were places? Huh? It's a distraction. Just like we were talking about LGBT and stuff earlier. Now we're talking about bombing. Who cares? How come nobody's talking about their eternal destination? How come nobody's talking about the status of their soul? Because we're being conditioned to believe that those things aren't important. That you have to make sure you're on the right side of history. Worry about that. What's trending on Twitter right now? That's what you got to talk about. How come? Because if you don't talk about that and you're not well read on that, people are going to think you're a bad person. It's so stupid. My chat is glitching out on me, bro. It's doing that weird thing where it'll just like move in spurts and it won't let me scroll it. We need another Snowden type to just go rogue and release all the unredacted, blah, 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 China. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I also, again, I have to not be a hypocrite and not be a flip-flopper. Ultimately, personally, just me, I don't care. But that would be cool to see. It'd be nice when like wickedness is exposed and people just tell it like it is. I'm part Iranian. Nobody in Iran is happy with the bombing. The ones rejoicing are diaspora Iranians who are very similar to diaspora Cuban. I don't know what you mean. Diaspora meaning. Okay, I think here's what you're saying. Is that like how like all the Muslim people went to the UK? Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to think of or like how a bunch of people go to Hawaii and all the Hawaiians hate them because they're like, bro, tourists stop moving to Hawaii. Is that what you're talking about? Like they're settlers, right? That okay, that makes sense. That makes sense that like people would try to come in. It's like how all the annoying Californians go and ruin Texas, you know? And then like if Texas starts to get destroyed and starts to lose its uniqueness, then all the people from California that live in Texas are like, yeah, is that what it is? Okay, now I'm starting to get it. Tío Beto. Maybe if you change your channels to American martial arts, they don't ban you. I was actually having a conversation about that with someone the other day. I have a feeling that might have something to do with it. And I'm not even saying like I'm feeling sorry for myself or anything. I'm saying they might even be serving me to the wrong audience. They might be serving my channel to people who only speak Spanish. And they're like, what the heck? We can't even understand this. So then they don't watch, and then it hurts my algorithm. Hey, Octopus, by the way, I was just using that as an example to talk about something that I'm not coming after you, obviously. We're homies. War should only happen out of absolute necessity. Innocent people die in every war. We didn't need to spend billions going to war with. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, I wish war never happened. I wish it never happened. Like, if I had the choice, that'd be fantastic. I wish it never happened. And it's disgusting and it's a shame. It's just like, man, there was like this trend recently. I was telling you guys the other day in a live stream. It's like I couldn't even go on YouTube without seeing like a ton of videos about like someone being killed by a drunk driver or this and that. It's like, man, it's disgusting. It just feels so unjust when innocent people die. And then, yeah, it's like, what are they doing? And when they spend all this money and it's like, did they really spend all of it? Or are they going to war just to pretend like they're spending that money and they're actually doing other things with the money? I don't know. Could you imagine Cain Velasquez coming to collect? Venezuela, that's what I was thinking about. So were they diaspora too or what? Oh, that makes even more sense, Octopus. But again, even still, I say this sometimes. Like, we got a lot in the bank, homie. I sometimes when somebody says something, it just gives me an excuse to talk in generalities. So I'm not coming after you, bro. I agree, David. I agree. I think guns are for punks too, man. I think guns are for cowards. It's like, oh, like why don't you have me fight your girlfriend, bro? She could pull the trigger too. Like it's pathetic, man. Love you, Octopus. Love you, man. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I have to assume, and that's why I don't pay attention and why I am so uninformed, because I just assume at all times everybody's lying, so I don't even waste my energy, man. Me, Rocky. I know. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes people bring up certain things in the chat, and it's like, why'd you do that? Like, where'd you think this was gonna go? NBA Showtime, I did not. I played like stupid amounts of NBA Live, and of course NBA Jam, and then 2K came along. I don't even remember Showtime. Um, Uh-oh. Come on, man. Oh, this is annoying. Um, I agree, Kim North. I think it's good for people to have, especially the way we do it in this chat. I mean, we've had some difficult conversations in this chat, and everyone still has mad love for each other. I mean, this community is crazy. They didn't do it 500 years ago. I'm talking about just going to war, bro. I'm not talking about like bombs and stuff. I'm talking about just killing people in large quantities, you know? Yeah, bro. It just keeps recycling, you know? This is so annoying. Now again, it is complicated, Octopus, when people start talking papas on Israel, because, you know, especially if you're any kind of a person of faith whatsoever, especially like you know, Abrahamic religion faith type of, I mean, Israel is, you know, if you're, there is a differentiation between Israel as the promised land and then Israel as, you know, what it is today, which looks like a nation in a state of apostasy. So, you know, I don't think they're currently the people that they should be, which, you know, they went back and forth on quite a bit throughout scripture. But I mean, we also got to consider that. It's kind of wild to say that Israel is stealing something, you know, where Jesus was born, but then also the promise of Israel from, you know, God, which is, you know, one and the same, Jesus. It's like, it seems like people forget that. But I do agree that I don't think Israel at this current time, because again, I am a dispensationalist. I do think, you know, Israel is I mean, it's hard for me to look at Israel as the nation right now and look at that as the thing, as the nation of promise, the way it's, you know, the dude in charge doesn't seem to be a Christ follower. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. On a scale of 1 to 9.5, how likely is the Earth to be flat? Here's my thing, Bertolomeo. See, I'm not even concerned with it from that angle. For me, here's the thing, and we should know this by now. The last 5 years or so, the last 5 to 10 years should have proven this to us. When our public education system and government goes so ridiculously hard on indoctrinating the public at large with something, and they will do anything and everything to silence you and stifle you and shadow ban you and hinder you at any cost, at any turn, if you go against it, that makes me say something's off here. And one of those things that they're like that with is the Earth. And so for that reason, that's what makes me go, I'm not on board. Something's off here. It's not even that I'm like, I know because I've measured it and because of this test and that is flat. It's not that. It's kind of reverse engineering. It's when they go so stupidly hard on it, and they'll even like they'll have all these findings, these historical archaeological findings of this and that say this about the age of the Earth and different types of animals and woolly mammoths and this and that, and then the Smithsonian will destroy them. They'll find giants and stuff like that. They'll find out things about the Grand Canyon. And the Smithsonian, oh, let us have that. And then it's gone. It never existed. That is what makes me like, hold up. And I think people are just being sheep when they don't do that. Thank you for being here while you could, Julio. Much love, dude. I'd probably learn Hebrew first, to be honest with you. Can we get a shout out for ChatGPT for learning to tell us what we want to hear? Shout out to ChatGPT for furthering the decimation of society. It's your tax money paying for those bombs. Yeah, it's my tax money paying for all the illegal people living here too. I can't even get, you know how many times I try to like get insurance or get some kind of help or get some kind of whatever, and I can't even get it. I've been living here my whole life, and I'm paying for other people to do it. And these are people that hate me. These are, man. There are people that will come into this country that absolutely hate our society and that hate our way of living. And it's their very goal. It's embedded into their mindset, into their faith, into their religion, into their culture, into their radical stances. It is their priority to come here and change the culture of this place, to change the law, to change the dress code, like to change. Like there's no secrets about that. It's on paper. And I'm paying for those people to be able to go to the doctor, whatever, get a free phone, whatever it is. I can't even pay for my own life. Thank you, ARJR.
We are family.
Oh, look at that. The
I
meat
got
rocket
all my
has
homies
been
with me.
blessed. Has been blessed. It's good to see you be a gringo, Meat Rocket. You got your green card today. It's a beautiful thing to see, bro. Shoot, man. I need to hurry up and dip out. I can't be late. But that's theoretical mathematics, Diego. It's theoretical. It's just like when they try to say, oh, 2 billion years ago, this happened. Bro, you know how many times they've changed it? I heard, I think it was Christopher Hitchens the other day, and he was talking about if you burned all the books, all the how do you say? And then Ricky Gervais just regurgitates all of it. He was talking about if you burned all the holy books and blah, 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 they wouldn't be able to come back. But if you burned all science and blah, 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 it would come back exactly the same. Oh, really? Then why do they change their findings all the time? It's always different. First the animals were this old, and then they were this size, and then here's what their legs look like. Oh no, never mind. And here's how the Big Bang happened. Oh snap, no it didn't. And then we thought this was expanding, but now that's happening. It always changes, bro. What's the agenda at the time? That's how it works. It's theoretical mathematics. If you're not able to go out with the longest tape measure ever and take a lap around the earth, you can't do it. It's just like when they try to measure out to like it's so stupid even talking about it. It's like when they try to measure out to check the galaxies and all that. It's like, bro, this is make believe. Horizons don't bend or budge just because you think your gender does. Robert Gerard. Read my chat and give your thoughts, please. Bro, why didn't you say it right here, bro? How do I know which one to read now? Shoot, man. Shoot. I don't know, dude. This is the last thing I see from you. You know my real name. My second name is Cohen, equal Hebrew. I had to Google it, so I'm not Jewish, but my father got stuck for having a big nose. Got stick. Your father got stick. Got stuck, stick. For having a big nose in 1950s Ireland. Is that what you were talking about, bro? Your name's Cohen. That's definitely Hebrew, yeah. But wait a minute. Why are you saying, yeah, that's my name? Oh, so it's not like your last name. It was just a... Dang, that's crazy. Maybe you're like a... It's kind of like when someone gets an honorary doctorate. You're like an honorary Hebrew? Why hasn't a female rapper taken the name She Diddy? P. Diddy probably reserved it for himself in case he ever wanted to hop over. I mean, I'll look that up, Kim North. How is it observable? Unless you're able to take a tape measure around the earth, how is that possibly observable? How? It's the same way how, because they use like historical, it's the same way that when they measure like light years and stuff like that, that's 100% not observable. They have to like measure out. Like that's 100% a measurement on faith. They'll take like, okay, if I measure this desk right here, it's this much, and then if I measure the whole room, and then if I measure the whole yard, okay, well, with that in mind, I would have to assume if I go this far, like there's faith involved, there's assumptions. There's no way. You literally have to go across it with the tape measure. Bro, you're talking about a variable. If we're talking about a variable, I think we have issues. If we're talking about the literal and science and black and white and actual answers, we can't be using words like variable. You can't solve for a variable to get something this black and white. You can't have variables when you're trying to be that black and white. No, but the car's right in front of you. The car's right there on the road. That makes sense. We're talking about something. What they try to do a lot of the time is they're like, oh, here it is at scale. So we could only assume that if you take it out further, like they just try to scale it up without ever having been there. The car's eventually gonna pass you. The car's right there. This is way different. Shoot, man. This is the wrong time, Diego. This is the wrong time, bro. I know this is the wrong time. Because I have to dip now. Yeah, but that's kind of like, we're talking about semetics now, bro. Like a car's literally in front of you where it's going to pass you and you could literally touch it, like reach out and touch it. The planets, I mean, we could see them, but they ain't gonna come and be like within our arm span, you know? Shoot, hold up. I gotta look at this real quick. My plans, I got like 2 minutes to do something here that I think I mostly took care of, and now I got to shoot, did I do this correctly? Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, that's a lot. I'm gonna take that one out. I'm gonna take that one out and that one. I hope you guys appreciate what I'm doing here because I want this to be a good experience for you. And I'm not gonna be a greedy punk. I'm taking so many of these out. I hope you guys appreciate what I'm doing here. Some of you probably won't even notice. But I'll notice. And I don't want to be a dirty vato. There we go. Mar Loca, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Cause I got all my
I appreciate you, Max
homies with
Bluestein.
me.
I appreciate you. I do my best, bro.
We
I've had a lot of
are
coffee today.
family. Cause I got all my homies with me. We are family.
You are amazing, Marloca, working and
'Cause I got
lurking
all my homies with me.
and throwing down like this
We are
just in time for the
family.
road. Thank you. Thank
'Cause
you
I
very
got
much.
all my homies with me.
Unbelievable.
We are family.
If you wanted it to be proven to,
'Cause I
you
got
can.
all
Most
my
people are just too lazy to
homies
walk
with
through the
me.
math because it's difficult. See, this is just like big brothering, though.
We
This is just
are
like when scientists. This is
family.
like when Chris. You know what I noticed about Christopher
'Cause I
Hitchens?
got all my homies
Thank you
with me.
very much, Marloca, for making a big old dent and for blessing me in the channel. Thank you, Marloca. You know what I noticed about Christopher Hitchens, and I think I'm gonna make a video about it. He's like an actor. He does all these things, and then he pretends he's gonna put on his glasses, and then he takes them right back off, and then he chooses. He's an actor. He's a good orator. So he does all these things, and he throws all these feints, and he's very animated. I mean, just like Hitler was. He knows how to talk to people, and he does all this big brothering and tries to impress you with his fluidity of speaking. He's got the gift of gab. I swear the dude could have been an actor. And his body language and everything, the way he handles himself. And that's why I don't like debates in that sense. Like, I like watching debates, but conceptually, I don't like debates. I'm kind of against them. Because I think what people should do, I think if two people wanted to debate, they should put all their facts and all their information on paper and just let people read it. No acting, no theatrics, no, looking all intellectual and having your British accent and all that. Just put it on paper. Let the facts speak for themselves. And I feel like kind of like that's what that is. A lot of people of a certain persuasion act like that. Oh, it's above you. It's too difficult. It's too complicated. You wouldn't understand. There's a lot of gatekeeping. And I don't know. I see that all the time. David Zimmerman, glad to be here, Grandmaster. Peace out, y'all. Thank you very much, David Zimmerman, for supporting in more ways than one. Much love, bro. Thank you, ARJR. I appreciate you. Look it. I'm about to do something right here. Diego, you know I love you, bro. You know I love you. Just as passionate as you are about your side, I am as well. But you know what, Diego? I'm also passionate about you, homie. And not like that. Not like in the way that we were talking about earlier, like the Fortnite kind of way. Not like that, bro. This is a place where we could talk and have disagreements and still have love for each other after the fact. Unless you're disrespecting Khabib Nurmagomedov. GM, I used to love Hitchens and Dawkins. Now I think they're all nuts. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, I want to take them down on my new channel, bro. I want to take them down. Proving that the earth is round doesn't fit in a debate. You need a college professor. Of course. Those are the most honest, well-intentioned people on earth. College professors. Walk you through and you would need a level of trigonometry. That is 100% gatekeeping. That is 100% gatekeeping. That's just like Bob Dylan's lyrics. Oh, you don't get it? Yeah, you're too dumb. I love you, bro. None taken. Hitchens and Dawkins are small-minded. Diego, I love to hear you say that. It makes me feel good, bro. We have found some common ground. Let me make sure I got this. I got something for you guys. I got something real special for you guys. Give me like 90 seconds. Shoot. I'm gonna have to do this later. Shoot, man. This is annoying. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do this later. Can I do it real quick? I'm gonna try. Ooh, I can't do it. Shoot. Okay, never mind. I'll do it later. I did that. Okay, let me do this. And then let me do this. Uh, okay, I think that's all there is to it. Why did Fat Farm shoes go out of business? I used to have Fat Farm shoes. I loved them, bro. I loved them. They were so comfortable. I used to play basketball on them. Did I give you your horn yet? I think I did. AR, thank you, bro. Oh my gosh, Marloca at the buzzer. Thank you, Marloca. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. Heck yeah. Let's do this. How do I do this? I know what I'm gonna do. Here we go. You know what? I'm gonna set it for, what's today? Today is the 19th. And it is, oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here. Oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here. Okay, here we go. All right. There it is. It's too late, baby, now it's too late. I already did it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have started a new weekly show. Some people would probably call it a podcast. I don't know. I started a new weekly show. Now, I'm not talking about Moss and Jesse show. Please go subscribe to that. Show love. It's the best thing online right now. I'm also starting something new on this channel because I got to keep this channel thriving as well. I just started something brand new. Here is the premiere. I just put the tag in. It's going to go live in about 3 minutes. Please. It's a premiere. Hang out. Show up together. Keep the chat going. I'm going to be driving. I can't hop in there, so I'm not ignoring you. I'm going to be driving. Please show it some love. Please be chatting in there like crazy. The more you guys chat, the more the algorithm favors it. They look at it like comments. So if you guys are like, talk about the earth being flat or round, you know, whatever it is, you know, just keep it going. The more you chat, the more it'll help out. Thank you thank you very much. I'll peek in when I can, when I get to my destination. Thank you very much. Please go scope it out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good.